Well, hello, everybody. This is Brent Gove, live from Northern California. It's Tuesday. What is it? The 7th of, I believe it's the 7th of April. Can you believe it? And my special guest today, Leo Robles. So you just watched one of the presentations that we kind of had prepared for you, but this is live and good to be with you. Leo, welcome
Yeah.
to the big show.
Thank you so much for having me on, brother. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, man. I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
are we're excited to have you. So I asked Leo to come on today so we can do a real time interview with a real agent, and I just want you to know a little bit about him. We're just gonna be 5-10 minutes and hear why Leo came to EXP Realty. Now, Leo, real quick, I'm gonna just pepper you with some questions. Where are you from?
I am from Anaheim, California.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so Southern California, for those of you around the
Yep.
country, I'm sure you know Disneyland made Anaheim famous.
Yep. Exactly. I can't go to Disneyland right now, but hey, we're down the street from it.
All
Yeah.
right. True, true, true. So how long have you been in real estate, Leo?
So I just started 15 years ago. So 15 years in the
So You're,
business. Yeah. So I
you're a
started in the,
newbie, 15-year
yeah,
newbie. I love it.
yeah, 15-year newbie. I started in the last meltdown in 2006. I didn't know, obviously, it was a meltdown, but I started and with a small little boutique brokerage. And they just gave me a 1003 purchase contract, went out there, get business that worked crazy enough because everybody was qualifying at the time. And I made almost 100,000 right away. And as an 18-year-old, because that's when I started in the business. And soon after that, the market tanked and I didn't I had bought a house, car, lost everything right away. And I got out of the business for a good year.
So
And
wait a
then
minute. That means you're 33. I'm doing the math. Is that
yeah,
about right?
yeah, 33 years
Okay.
old. Yeah, 33
Okay.
years old. And so I took a year off. I went back to construction because that's what I had done prior. And I was a year working construction, again, pick and shovel. I was doing the hard work, hard labor under the sun. And I was like, man, it was always my dream to do real estate. And I stopped by at a Remax office, and I found a mentor there, a gentleman by the name of Harold Wasson. He had been in the business 45 years, went through 4 cycles, shared with him my story. And he said, look, man, it's like, you do everything I'm going to tell you to do, you're going to be successful. And that's what I did. And under his leadership, I sold 800 houses under that brokerage. And that was really an amazing journey. And then he passed away all of a sudden on a Wednesday. He went to the doctors and malpractice. He went for an ear infection, passed away. So after that happened, I started to look for a new home.
How old was he?
He was in, I think, 71, 72. But he was
Way
like
young.
healthy, strong guy, energetic, one of the most charismatic people I've ever met in my life. And I learned everything from him. And
What was
he
his
was like
name?
Harold Wasson.
Harold Wasson. We're gonna
Yeah,
thumbs up to his
yeah,
family. Thanks for what a great guy. Made a difference in your life.
yeah. It made a massive difference. And when he passed, obviously the connection that I had to the office, it wasn't there anymore. So then I started looking for a new home. One of my buddies introduced me to Keller Williams. I went to Keller Williams because I love the culture and the training, and I honestly thought that was going to be my last stop in my career. I
What year
loved
was it that
everything.
you went to Keller Williams?
This was in 2015, 2016, around there.
Is
Yeah,
that where
2015.
you came to EXP from Keller Williams?
From Keller Williams, exactly. So I was there for 3 years, and in the last 6 months, I actually had an opportunity to be a team leader. I had a leadership position. I attracted 67 agents to that company, and I then got approached by my good friend, which I never did business with her, but
Rosie.
yeah, Rosie. She invites me to lunch, on a Wednesday, and it's like, hey, what's up? Let's go to lunch. And I'm like, all right, cool. She's nice. I respect her highly. She's a successful woman and somebody I highly respect throughout the years. So I'm
Well,
like, all right,
time
cool.
out. Now, she had owned a Keller Williams franchise,
Right.
owned title and
Yeah.
escrow companies. She
And
was a
she still
baller.
does. Yeah, she still does.
Yeah.
So she owns escrow, mortgage, farmers insurance, owns a large portfolio of commercial real estate. And she was the one actually that brought Keller Williams to Downey, back in 2002, 2003. So I just had just a friendship. We never worked together, but she reached out to me, told me about this opportunity, and she said, do some research on it. And I started to look at all the superstars that were part of this company. You know, you were one of the individuals that I look up to. A lot of the people that I look up to were coming to this company and said, there's something there. I should really look at this. And so I made the transition short after that. And now it's been, 18 months here at EXP, and I'm absolutely loving it. The best time I've had in my career. I mean, just the collaboration aspect of it is an absolute favorite for me, that I get to work with individuals like yourself. And, just that every single person in the organization has the same opportunity. That's really important to me. And, just with what's going on now with the world, it's we're in position to really, really be able to still do business, with our cloud-based model. It's just more than ever, it's important. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Roll back the clock 18 months.
Sure.
18 months ago, were you practicing real estate as a solo agent, or did you have some sort of a team? What did your business look like 18 months ago?
Yeah, so 18 months ago, I had a small team of 3 agents. I brought them over from Keller Williams. When I showed them this opportunity, they were like, wait a minute, we have a much better deal. Or it was a no-brainer for them. They were like, this is amazing.
Wow.
They were inspired. So they were actually like, hey, when are we moving? They were like the ones that pushed me over at the end. They're like, when are we going to make the move? And so I brought that small team over. We average about 50 to 60 transactions a year, and with the small team. And when I brought them over, I brought them over as a team, and then I was able to expose them to even additional systems that I didn't have. And
so let me, I want to do the math here. So you've been at Keller Williams for about 3 years.
3 years, correct.
And altogether, you've been in real estate for about 12 years.
Or 15, well, yeah, about 12
Back
years.
at that time, 12 years, right?
Right.
And then you did, or 11 years, then you were at Keller Williams for 3. There's, whatever it is, 12, 13, 14 years.
Yeah, exactly.
18 months ago. So, and you basically, over that period of time of, say, 13 years of your 15, you got to the point where you had this team of you and 3 agents, and you're doing, 50, 60 sales a year, and on the Keller Williams platform, right? And that's really good. A lot of agents sell 10, 20, 30 homes a year. You're doing 50 or 60. All of a sudden, you take your model and you put it on the EXP platform, and now it's the Leo Robles real estate team brokered by EXP, and fine at the bottom. You get to keep your brand, just like you had at Keller Williams. It was still Leo Robles team brokered by Keller Williams. Leo Robles team brokered by EXP. You keep helping buyers buy, sellers sell, but now you have a model that is super attractive. And all of a sudden, instead of recruiting for Keller Williams, you recruit for your own team.
Yeah.
How many people have you personally sponsored or enrolled for EXP in the past 18 months? Not your overall organization, but you personally.
18 individuals.
Awesome.
So basically, on average, one a month.
One a month, 18. And then did they begin to tell some of their friends and colleagues in real estate? And what does that look like today? How many in your organization today?
So right now, currently, we're at 110 in 18 months. And honestly, in the first year, I was mostly focused on my production. So I didn't actually start to participate in, hey, let me go out and talk to other agents about the company, or let me open up those doors. So, but currently, in just these last 2 weeks, I mean, I have a brokerage of 88, another one of 50, and another one of 38 that are joining us. So my organization, that's my goal. This is my birthday goal of this month, because it's my birthday. I want to be at over 220 agents by the end of this month.
And just over 80 agents, and just over 18 months, 19 months. Yep. So that is impressive. That's like a huge, a solid size franchise office. 200 plus agents for any office is pretty good. The difference is the office comes with massive overhead.
Overhead, liability, all that stuff.
You don't have that. So I want to, for our guests watching and everybody still on here, here's my question for you. What does that mean to you financially in the next 12 months? If you, by the end of this month, you hit 200, and then obviously, well, let me ask you it this way. 1 year from now, if you, one man, Leo Robles, became 200 in 19 months, what are those 200 going to do in the next 12 months? What are your goals, say, a year from today? How many agents and broker associates do you hope to have in your sales organization?
and this is like, I have it all laid out. I'm going to be at 1,000 in the next 12 months. Like I have it as a goal to be at 121. I will hit 1,000 agents. And just because it's not just me, steering the ship. I have
1,000 active agents.
Yeah, 1,000 active agents, and I have 110 leaders in my organization. That's the paradigm shift with this. The paradigm shift is that when I was at Keller or anybody else, everywhere else, it's just me steering the ship and it's me pulling everybody. Here, I got, amazing people like Joseph Trujillo, Gabriel Bolanos, Richard Reyes, all of these extraordinary human beings that are part of my group. These guys are pulling me with them and I'm pulling them with us. So it's just the collaborative.
And then you have Rosie Rodriguez, Rick Jiha, who owned 9 Keller Williams franchises at one point, 9. Master faculty trainer, my favorite guy, myself, Sheila Fairgeron, others that are working with you and your team. And that's what people don't get. By the way, at our old brokerage, you got a black belt award if you netted 60. It was considered exceptional. Like, here is your black belt. They actually called it the Black Belt Award, highest honors, 60, netting 60. You're sitting here talking about right now netting over 900. You've already got 100 and something. So you're talking about netting over 900. Wow, that would be, there's no name for that. That is pretty incredible, my friend.
Yeah, only at EXP, my friend, and only with the collaboration that we have with individuals like yourself. I mean, honestly, it's every time I need something, man, I'm able to reach out to you, and it's just extraordinary, the access. I mean, that's my favorite part, the access to leaders like yourself. It's just, it's invaluable. You can't even put a price on that, and to have this many awesome people pulling for your success, it's a paradigm shift.
That's awesome. So I want to wrap my brain around this. I can tell you, I have a friend of mine who owns a franchise in a city in California, we'll say, right? And basically, is that your wife we just saw in the shadow?
Yeah.
I just saw somebody. You tell her, she's like, we're going to clip this and put this out for the world to see. I'm watching her move.
I know. She came through.
I thought she was going to do some jumping jacks in the background. But they own a franchise, and they started the year with 201 agents, and they recruited 33 agents, and they had 32 leave. So after an entire year, they had a net gain of 1.
Yeah.
And you're talking about gaining net gain of 900. Wow. That's a model. People love the training. We had over 100 classes last week.
137, bro. 137.
No, I never thought. Did you ever think anybody would out-train Keller Williams?
No, I didn't. I mean, and I thought 4 or 5 classes a week was like incredible, and like 20, 30 classes a day.
Oh, yeah. Now, these are people, our friends from Keller, and they go, but yeah, but they're not star trainers. Sean Kokoska, Don Hobbs, Rick Jiha, Kyle Whistle, Jay Kinder. I mean, these are stars. These are the same people. This is amazing stuff. Just in a week. The stock, the lead generation through KV Core, and then the revenue sharing, because we are cloud-based, we can rain back down revenues to our agents who will build the very company, along with giving them stock awards, making them shareholders. Man, oh man. So let's fast forward. It's April 2021. You've been in EXP for 2.5 years. You've now got 1,000 people in your group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in other words, what do you hope to make this year in the next 12 months with your team? What do you hope to make in the next 12 months? Realistically, what?
Realistically,
I would imagine.
Yeah, realistically, 200,000 by the end of the 12 months, I would say at least. And
So then I can tell you this. I remember having 1,000. You know what I earned that year?
I think you were like making like somewhere like 70 a month.
It was $1.2 million. Wow. Remember, I still sold real estate. My team still sold real estate. Yeah. We help buyers buy real estate. We help sellers sell real estate. Just like we did at Remax.
You're talking about the 1,000. When you have 1,000,
from your 1,000 agents.
Oh yeah.
If that goes in place, you
will $1 million, bro.
That year,
that's $1 million.
1.2 million a year. Outside of your sales, outside of all that, In fact, when my rev share hit 100,000 a month, I never listed another home. People says, well, I love real estate. That's my business. Well, I love my family. I do real estate to make money, to provide for my family. So for me, I never listed another home once I broke 100,000 a month. Then it went on and on and
Yeah.
on from there. It's been pretty cool. Well, any final words of encouragement, or what would you say to someone as we wrap up this interview for someone checking out EXP, doing a deeper dive? I mean, a lot of people know in the last 3 months, we've had 6,000 agents and brokers join us in 3 months. I mean, the move is on. This is a movement. It's like Netflix and Airbnb and Uber and Amazon and all these companies. It's a movement. But what would you say to people checking this out?
I would really, really take this take a serious look at this, because this could be that pivotal moment in your life where your life completely change. I could only imagine if I hadn't made this move, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. I wouldn't be even excited about, what I am doing today. And I listened to my gut, I listened to my intuition, and I said, this is going to be the direction of where everything is going. And it exploded. I mean, from 6,000 to 30,000 agents. So, I mean, this thing is just getting started. And the beauty of it is that the path that has been paved for 10 years. Everybody thinks that this thing just came out of the ground yesterday. No, this thing has been 10 years ahead of the game. Yep. So I just encourage you to really take an honest look at this and really dive deeper, get in touch with whoever invited you here, really watch any video that you need to watch, but really get into the details of it. And really, if you are thinking of growing something here in the next, 10 years, I just don't see any company in the globe that is in position to do what we're going to do. And I truly believe, you say this all the time, that we're going to have a million agents globally in the next 10 years. I believe that we will. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. So take your little playground from wherever you are and expand it globally.
You're making a great point, Leo, as we wrap this up. A lot of people go, well, am I too late? There's, 3 years ago, there were 1,300 EXP agents, 3 years and 5 months ago when I joined. Now there's 28,000 going on 30,000. You guys, there's 2 million in North America. There's 25 million worldwide, but 2 million in North America, 206 countries. You guys, of the 2 million, we have 28,000. That's just over 1% market penetration. We're just getting rolling. Who are we, baby? We're nobody, but look out. Here comes Seabiscuit. Around that park corner, man, we are galloping, and we are the only brokerage in the world making our agents owners through giving them stock awards that makes them shareholders in the very company they work for. And as our company grows, it's like being at Apple and Google and Microsoft and UPS and FedEx when they were here. And as those companies prosper, all the employees that got stock, now we're not employees, but they got stock. You've heard about Microsoft millionaires and Facebook billionaires. I have a friend who went to work for Yahoo. When they went public, his stock was worth $168 million. That's just Derek from high school, right?
Yeah, so and that's the other part.
Exciting.
I have 2,500 shares in the company. I mean, I have 2,500 shares in this company, and it's like 1,400 homes I've sold in my career. I don't get paid a dime with those 1,400 homes that I sold. And when I left, a Remax or Keller, I left with a couple of trophies. That's all I had.
Me too. Here. Plaques, trophies, ribbons with little medallions, silver, gold, bronze. And we appreciate the recognition, but in the end, it's all about taking care of your families. So as we grow to 400,000 agents in North America in the next 7 years, we have about 28, you would call it 30, because with onboarding, probably about 30 right now. But that is 370,000 coming. And we want them to come through you. We want you to grow with us. Yeah. So team up with the person who brought you here. Ask lots of questions. By the way, we'll end with this. This Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, Kyle Whistle is going to teach us video marketing. He was Inman News, which they're the Wall Street Journal of real estate. Inman News is the #1 news reporting organization for real estate. He voted Kyle Whistle's the #1 guy out of 2 million agents and brokers nationwide. He's the #1 guy for use of video. He's brilliant. He's from San Diego. So he's going to teach that. and that's this Thursday at 5 p.m. So don't miss it. Afterwards, for 30 minutes, Stacy on is going to come on and do kind of a State of the Union address for EXP. She's our president, brokerage operations. That's this Thursday. Ask the person who brought you here. Get the link for that. It's 5 to 6:30 p.m. this Thursday. I'll do a little 5-minute volley at the end. And that is it for today. Leo, you were a great guest. Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, brother. I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
You do, bro.
We'll see everyone this Thursday, 5 o'clock. Don't miss it. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.